up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and it'd be greatly appreciated. From the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples, Peep Squad is in the building. What's going on, Felicia Butler? Hattiesburg, Mississippi in the house. What's up, April Morgan? What's up, Ralph Esco? How you doing? What's popping with your Peep Squad? What's up, Chef Disaster? How you doing? What's good with everybody? Lord have mercy, I turned down my music too low. What's going on? How y'all doing? Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. Let's get into it. Let's talk about all this craziness that is going on. I'm like, Lord have mercy. What is happening out here in these streets? But first, we're going to get to the situation when it comes to Jack Boy and... you guys know who? Asian Doll. Jack Boy and Asian Doll, it seems like they have a relationship. They got something going on. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Is it true? Asian Doll finally not really moved on, but she can kind of move forward because she was in love with Vaughn. She was in love with King Vaughn. And baby, I can't believe she's dating Jack Boy. I knew about it last week, but I was like, oh, they went public. So let's check this out. They're out at the fair, chilling, handling their business. I was like, Asian Doll, Asian Doll came out here with all these, conspiracies and all these thoughts and things of that nature that was going on when she thought King Von, departed from this earth. Rest in peace, rest in poor. Well, bad. And any event, it seemed like she was ever going to move on. She got the tattoo. She was fighting with his baby mama. She was fighting with his sisters. Excuse me. Asian Doll was out here doing it. And I'm like, oh snap, she's in a relationship with Jack Boy. Jack Boy looked like he kind of nervous, like he don't know how to hold hands, like he don't know how to walk with a woman. He's supposed to be walking right next to her. She don't supposed to be guiding him. I don't know. Hopefully it's not an industry relationship, but actually a real relationship. Hey, what's up, Jordan? How you doing? Hey, again, how you doing? What's going on, Felicia Butler? I finally caught you live. Yeah. On the weekdays, I'm going to go live around this time. And then on Sundays, it's always late night. It's always, late night. So in any event, it seems like Asian Doll finally got her somebody. I was like, Lord have mercy. It is going on. So, So we're going to see how that situation pans out. I don't know if she did enough time healing because she was too busy on the internet fighting and doing all this other good stuff, wilding out with King Von's family. And then 1 minute they together, next minute they not together. So with the family members, his family members, King Von's family members. So in any event, hopefully she's happy out here in these streets. Excuse me. I need some water. And also, we got to talk about Jada. We got to talk about the situation when it comes to Jada and it comes to, who Jada is. She's little baby's baby mama. But in any event, she's an entrepreneur. She has her own business. She has her own fabric now. She has her own line of, garments and things of that nature of lingerie. But in any event, she met LL Cool J, baby. And I was like, oh no. When I seen the clip, I was like, it's like that. And so, she jumped on Instagram to let people know how she feels about LL Cool J. So let's get to the situation. I don't know if you guys could hear it.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure. All right.
So in any event, people would like...
Nice to meet you. Pleasure. All right.
So with that clip, everybody's like, oh my God, you're so disrespectful. You diss LL Cool J. And she was basically, now she has to explain it because it seems like, she wasn't feeling LL Cool J. Like, who is he? Who is this dude? Like she had no idea who he was. And in any event, she made an Instagram video to explain it. So let's check this out.
BET. So we were in the the room with the prompter or whatever. And one of my PR friends, and I won't be as nervous and shook up, but yeah. LL Cool J's out there. Go take a picture of him. I'm like, really? Oh my God. Mind you, I'm in the middle of doing the, like, going over what I have to say in front of the whole BET Awards. So I was already just nervous. So when I met him, I love him, but I instantly froze up. So when someone tapped me after I took the picture with him, I'm thinking it was the PR telling me to do something else, but it was freaking LL Cool J. So sorry, no disrespect. I've been a fan of LL Cool J. I would love to meet him.
So that's her explanation, that she was nervous. She had to read the teleprompter. And for some reason, the BET Awards was really not that good.
So he can get to know the real Jada, not the Jada who's about to go in front of the whole world and say something and read something off of a screen. I was so scared to do that, y'all. Y'all just don't even imagine. Y'all can't even imagine how scared I was doing that. So trying to focus on that in the midst of meeting LL Cool J, it was just a lot for little old me. It was a lot. So I'm really sorry. I don't want y'all to look at that and think nothing. Hopefully we get to meet again and I won't be as nervous and shook up. But yeah.
So she apologized because people was getting on her like, you don't know who that is, that's LL Cool J. And basically she explained that she was nervous, she had to read from a teleprompter, and so Jada don't want people to think that she nasty like that, like she's rude, and she thinks that she ain't gonna say hello. What you say, Ralph? You guys, what are you talking about? Hat for El should not wear no socks like that. It makes his legs look like sticks. So in any event, so you got that situation going on. So I was just like, Lord have mercy. But in any event, like I told you guys, I like Jada. Like, she's cool, and she seemed to have her head wrapped on together. And even she really got famous for being with Little Baby, but she took that avenue and made she's making some moves out here in these streets. She's making some waves. She's an influencer. She's handling her business. She's making sure she's building an empire off of what's hot right now, and that's her and her baby daddy. Even though they are not together, she just didn't sit and wait for a check to come from the baby, or the Little Baby, to give her anything. No, she went out there and she started working. But in any event, I uploaded this video to my YouTube channel, but it's YouTube Shorts. So if you see shorts, YouTube Shorts, I upload a lot of videos there, so you can check this out. But in any event, this is Fizz and Omarion, and it seems like Fizz is apologizing for his behavior. So let's check this out. So let me see.
I did some fucked up shit to my brother. Some snake ass shit. I'm not proud of it, man. So I want to say here humbly and sincerely apologize to you for any turmoil or dysfunction I caused between you and your family, bro.
So you have that situation, and I was like, hey Anthony, that's cool. That was nice of Fizz actually to get on stage and apologize to Omarion. So that was a good situation, because Fizz done slept with his baby mama. He was out here being very disrespectful to Omarion. He was on Instagram Live with April Jones, and it was basically poking at Omarion. Court papers had to be filed, court documents. Marion was getting custody. He didn't want his kids here or there. Monique Slaughter, she had to jump in, and she went to testify for Omarion to make sure he get custody of his children, because allegedly April Jones is not fit. April Jones says that she's a great mother out here in these streets. But in any event, yes, it went down. But there's something to add to the story. And what to add to the story is Omarion was, in LAX, and he was being stopped by, TMZ. And TMZ asked him, so is everything all good? You guys going on tour? And Omarion was like, I'm going on tour. I don't know about Fizz, but he's like, I'm going on tour. So I was like, OMG. You know what I mean? Let me see. What does that say? Something came up. Let me put this on the screen. So, but in any event, when the situation goes down like that, Omarion still took the high road, but, he's not still letting Fizz be on tour with him. So that's still, a situation. That's still a problem there. Omarion is like, you know what? It's kumbaya. I'm not going to get on top of your head. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to beef with you. I'm going to just let it be. But you can't come on the Millennium Tour and make money with us. You know what I mean? Like, so Fizz done stopped his own bag, in so many different words because of April Jones, and he wanted to be with her. He wanted to get back at Omarion, and he probably desired to be with April Jones. April Jones is a beautiful woman. It's not like she's ugly or anything, but you're supposed to have loyalty. Hey, what's up, Miss T? You're supposed to have loyalty to your friends. It's supposed to be like you don't mess, with your partners, your friend number one, and then on top of that, your business partner, someone that you're in a bed with, you mess with their baby mama. Like that is messed up. But in any event, Monique Slaughter, she came out not too long ago, like, a year, maybe 2 years ago. She came out, she was on Instagram with her mother, and I believe I uploaded that video to my channel. And basically, Monique Slaughter was trying to, rationalize the situation of what's going on and what's happening, her and her mother. And they basically said that Fizz has mental problems, that Fizz has, he can be easily manipulated, and he's not a really bright guy. And basically they're saying that April Jones took advantage of him because, she wanted to get back at Omarion because he wouldn't, actually help her with her career, actually marry her like she wanted to get married, and let her do some things that she wanted to do. She wanted to focus on her career. And she says that Omarion hindered her from doing that. But in any event, Monique Slaughter and her mother basically says that they feel like Fizz was taken advantage of, that he's not really smart, he's not really bright. And they said his frontal lobe is kind of damaged, like there's something wrong with him. So I don't know. But in any event, B2K, they're on a good I like Monique Slaughter. She was just recently whining about the same shit she did 6 months ago. The same exact thing she said 6 months ago about this man. She's whining on Instagram about him again. I don't know what Monique is up to, but Monique be out here whining. But in any event, B2K is back on, as far as being cool. There's no beef. There never was, because Omarion didn't have no beef at all. He wasn't even paying attention to the situation. He got his kids and he got the hell out of Dodge, and he was not playing no games, point blank, period. And he didn't care. He didn't badmouth his baby mama. He didn't badmouth April. He didn't badmouth Fizz. He didn't say anything, even when they was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and they was basically trying to say Omarion mom slept with this cat, with this band member, all that type of stuff. And he didn't fall for it. He didn't go for it. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. In any event, what do you guys think about Ray J and Princess, their situation? So as you guys know, Ray J was on his, sick bed. He had pneumonia out here in these streets. And, Princess didn't come to the hospital to see him. So he was very upset. He was very mad about the situation. And he was feeling a certain type of way. And basically he filed for divorce while he was laying on his sick bed with pneumonia. And he had the worst case of pneumonia in his lungs, where they actually put him in the COVID-19 unit for a bunch of days because they didn't know, what was actually wrong with Ray J. They said they thought it was that. So how was anybody going to come and see you, Ray J? But in any event, it seems like Princess and Ray J are calling it quits again. We don't know if it's another TV show coming out. We don't know if they're doing this for the media or is it really over, because, Princess has complained that Ray J has been cheating on her, and he's been cheating on her with all types of females out here in these streets, as far as working girls, non-working girls, and things of that nature. And Ray J accused her of being selfish. And, so their relationship is just totally toxic as well. It's almost just like, Safari and Erica Mena, relationship in any event. So Ray J wants to be done with the situation. So he allegedly is filing for divorce again. But he did receive a phone call from TMZ while he was on his sick bed and his lungs was all clogged up and he was all sick or whatever. But he responded to TMZ to tell them that nobody came to see him. Nobody came to check on him. Nobody was around. His wife didn't even come and see him. He was just complaining. So in any event, Ray J somehow caught pneumonia out there in the streets. You know, Ray J has been everywhere on Instagram. He has been state to state, city to city, all over the place. I haven't seen him with Princess. I haven't seen him with the kids. Allegedly, they already separated before the filming of Love and Hip Hop Miami, because they're both on that show. And Ray J and Princess actually moved to Miami to get away from the LA lifestyle, but it seemed like it didn't work at all, point blank period. So once again, this is the third time. Princess filed for divorce the first time, and then Ray J filed for divorce the second time, and now this time Ray J has filed for a divorce again. And in any event, he should have married somebody like his mama, somebody that was going to put up with it, put up with what his father did. He needed something like that. But in any event, you know, hopefully Ray J gets better. He gets well. He gets out the hospital. Him and Princess get some counseling so they can, you know, actually co-parent together and actually have a balance of a relationship, because it's just like, damn, Ray J, you know, you can't tell Ray J what to do. Ray J is going to party and do what he needs to do, but he's going to make money because Ray J is close to being a billionaire and he has so many different products that are just selling that he's everywhere. But at the same time, while he's making them millions of dollars, he's also, you know, out here in these streets. Like he's for the streets, and Princess was for the streets. But Ray J picked her up from Floyd Mayweather. They got married, and she wanted him to be at home more. She didn't want him to party. She wanted him to, you know, like whatever she saw on TV, that fairy tale of a marriage, she thought that she was going to have that with Ray J. Have you seen Ray J life? Do you know who Ray J is? Ray J settled down for just a little bit, just for a tad bit. In any event, that's the situation. I was like, Lord have mercy. And Princess, she's not losing no sleep, because if you check out her Instagram, she's out here modeling, and she got her snatch back. You know, her and Ray J got 2 kids, but she's out here looking good, and she's modeling. She's doing cameos for different people, and she's still working with Zeus Network. And actually, you know, Ray J and Princess are both, you know, executive producers over there at, you know, at the Zeus Network. In any event, the Zeus Network is going to be going off because we got, you know, Akbar, and also, what's her name? I can't even think of her name. The girl that was that was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. We haven't seen her no more. She, you know, she got a drinking problem. I can't even think of her name. Lord have mercy. She was on Instagram crying the other day. She was crying that she embarrassed herself, you know, on the Zeus Network. So, in any event, the Chance of Love situation started. I don't know. I'm going to see what is going to be given. But in any event, it is what it is. So, I don't know if Ray J and Princess are serious but they be doing way too much. Tommy was out here on Instagram crying about, you know, the Jocelyn situation. It looked like she had 2 black eyes. I was like, damn, Tommy, you was about it on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and Akbar done got her ass beat 2 times out here in these streets. How did you know, end up getting hurt by Akbar allegedly? But in any event, it was nice to see Tommy online and basically saying that she was embarrassed of her behavior, and, you know, she wouldn't do this again, and she don't know why she did it. But that's a different Tommy, because the other Tommy that we know wouldn't give a damn. I know Black Ink Chicago is back. I actually watched it tonight, and Ryan and Don, they went live, and Van is going to be fighting one of Don's fighters. So they're actually going to be a real fight going on between Black Ink Crew and Van. So let's get to the situation. Let's talk about the Braxton family values. So it seems like the show's coming back, y'all. That's what it seems like, because excuse me, I don't know if it's the air in this room or what. I turned off the air. Oh my God, I'm just choking in this room. But in any event, when we get down to the Braxton, so it seems like Miss Tamar Braxton, she is letting the people know that the Braxton family values is coming back. I was like, for real, is that happening? Is that really gonna go down, Tamar? So let's take a listen to what she had to say. Let's see. So let's take a listen to what Tamar had to say. I was like, okay. So Tamar is coming back to reality TV, and she recently did a performance, and this is actually on her Instagram, so let's check it out.
How many of y'all miss Braxton Family Values? What if I told you Braxton Family Values is coming back? I don't know, Foolish Network, I can tell you that. Because the truth is, the true depiction of a Black American family is not a bunch of foolishness. And the other part of the truth is, I ain't finna let the devil use me like that for people's entertainment purposes. It's the no for me, dog. I mean, I'm not saying that families don't go through stuff, because we do. I'm not saying that sometimes we're not ratchet, because we are. But only we can tell our story.
So there you have it. Tamar said that they're coming back, y'all, but she says she's not coming back on a Foolish Network. So has the Braxton family values inked a deal with another network? And I was also told that if they do come back to WeTV Productions will not be filming the Braxton family values. It would be another production company, but we heard it from her mouth that the Braxton family values is coming back, but it ain't coming back on a Foolish Network, and she's going to tell her story. So basically she's saying that she never got a chance to actually tell her story, her or her sisters. And now that her and Tracy are on good terms, so we're going to see what's going to actually pop off, what's actually going to happen to the situation. Who picked up the Braxton family values? I believe that they're returning back to WeTV. But in any event, we're going to see. What do you guys think about that? Are you guys ready for the Braxton family? Or do you guys think that they are, they just need to stay off of TV? What's up, Dave? How you doing? You think that... Oh, well, Tawanda money is very low, because as you guys know, I reported 2 stories on Tawanda where she's losing her house. She's being sued by a former partner or somebody that she brought the house from or under from, that basically he's accusing Tawanda of frauding him and basically saying that she's getting money from other places and she's laundering money, so it doesn't look like that she has any money at all. And so basically he's calling Tawanda a thief. The house is in foreclosure and things of that nature. She's been back and forth to the court, and right now nothing has, transpired between the lawsuits. So she's still living in a house. She's still living in a mansion. So you got that situation. And, everybody needs money with this pandemic going on. You know what I mean? A lot of things stopped. A lot of things closed. A lot of things changed. A lot of people disappeared. Yes, Tony is still not married, y'all. She's still not married. I don't think her and Birdman are going to get married. She ain't gonna. Her mother checkbook is no more. Ooh, Dave Hart said Tawanda's mother's checkbook is no more. Ooh, baby, I know what you're talking about. You are run for that day. So we're going to see what happens with that situation. I hope that the Braxton family do come back, because it would nice to see, Tamar in a better place, because she seems like online that she's in a better place, but we don't really know if she is or not. And it seems like since last year that, Toni Braxton's in a better place. She seems more healthier. She seems like she's more with it. She seems like she's more, not afraid anymore, because she was very afraid and she wanted to stay indoors because she has an underlying illness. So therefore she's susceptible to the 19. So in any event, she has put out music. She's been on Instagram. She's been going viral. And, her fiance, Birdman, has been going viral too as well. So in any event, we're going to see what's going to happen with this situation with the Braxton family. But yeah, they coming back to TV. That money was good. That money was great, baby. It was easy money, especially when you look at it at today, when you look at what's going on and what's closing and what's happening. So, well, Tracy, a lot of people was, worried about, was Tracy sick? And, I don't know. Just like, when it comes to, what's her name? Tammy Roman, she's just as skinny too. So, when we see the celebrities get this skinny, or we see people in our family get this skinny, or people we know that something is actually going on in the situation. But in any event, it is what it is. I was like, Lord have mercy. I hope they do come back. I would love to see, them actually work things out, talk things out, because it seems like they have been working on their relationship outside of the show. Tracy has been in counseling, and Tamar has been in counseling. Tawanda needs to go into money counseling and get advice with that, because I don't know. She still owes Tamar $35,000, and Tamar has gave a lot of loans to her sisters, and she feels betrayed because they said some things and did some things, and she done gave them Monday. She done gave them some money. But in any event, I think that they're all in a better place, so that would be good to see her, actually come on TV and give us a Tamar that is healthy, mentally healthy. We want to see the mentally healthy Tamar. But in any event, moving on from that situation, I think, where is it? Keke Palme. The word out on the street is the internet streets are really talking about Keke Palme and her new relationship with this young man. I believe his name is Darius Dalton or Darius Jackson. His brother is actually on Insecure. But in any event, people are saying that she's being taken advantage of by her, boyfriend, and that she's paying all the bills.
Let's see how this goes. Now, would you look at this beauty that has walked through this door? Now, before you do anything, before you say anything, I just want to tell you a couple things. All right? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to put your back down. I just want to tell you that I've missed you. And I'm real delighted that you're back. Now, to show my appreciation that you're back, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go into this room. I want you to dim the lights and play some music. I want some Marvin Gaye. I want some Barry White. I want some Al Green and some Avril Lavigne.
So in any event, so people have been coming after him and, Keke Palme's relationship, because they're saying all he does is sit his ass on TikTok all day, make TikTok videos, and he's basically not getting any money, and he's not helping her pay the bills because they moved into a new house together, and he is, trying to be a fitness person or fitness guru, and right now, he don't got no money, and she's doing everything. And so in any event, people started to drag him on the blog, saying that, he is using her. Why is she with this man that can't help her out? He's just sitting on a couch, they are dragging her, man. I'm like, poor Keke. Poor Keke can't win. In any event, Keke got the money, so Keke want to take care of him. That's what Keke want to do. Keke's happy with it. Keke got a regular degular kinda, but his brother is, a actor. But in any event, there was also rumors, his ex-girlfriend Taylor, she came out, and this is on a Jasmine brand. She came out and basically she was saying that, he convinced her to get take the baby away, to have a procedure done. And then right after he told her to do that and tried to convince her and force her to do that, then 3 weeks later, he went public with his relationship with Keke. He was saying, oh, I don't want this for my life. I don't want this. I don't want that. I'm too young to have a child. I'm too young to do this. I'm too young to do that. I love you, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, I guess she's saying that, Darius, Keke's boyfriend, finessed her to go get a procedure done. She got the procedure done. And then after that, he disappeared and he went public with Keke, and him and Keke been public ever since. So, she's basically calling him out. And the guy with the bandana on, last name Jackson from Insecure, that's actually, Darius Dalton's, older brother, that's an actor on Insecure. So in any events, he's familiar with the Hollywood lifestyle, or a little bit, he knows Hollywood stars. But so people are dragging Keke Keke's man. Basically, they're saying that she can do better. She can get somebody better. Why don't she have a man that is more of her league? Maybe she don't want it because she was, she was dating guys in the industry, and it ended up looking bad. Like, it ended up being a bad situation when it came to Trey Songz, how he treated her. So she probably doesn't want any industry dudes. And then also when it came to August Alsina, how that situation went down. And I don't know, maybe she just want a regular degler. I don't know what the case is, but she's happy paying the bills. She's happy paying the, mortgage. She's happy putting the gas on the car and the insurance, as long as he's piping her down and got her out, and he's at home, and he's there when she want it. You know what I mean? She's young. So basically right now, it ain't tricking if you got it. So I guess she ain't tricking. But in any event, yes, we want better for Keke. Everybody wants a perfect man, but there ain't no perfect man out there. You just got to find the perfect fit for you and what you can deal with and what you like and what is, basically up your alley, and things that you would do and things you wouldn't do. There's some women that would not take care of no man. No way, no how. It's either equal, or there's some women that depend on men to take care of them. But in any event, Keke is okay with taking care of her man at home. She got a man at home, and she's making sure he's comfortable. He's living in a mansion. He got light, heat, gas, food. He got all types of amenities and luxuries, and she's okay with the situation because he's handling business, whether it's emotional business he's handling with her, physical business he's handling with her, whatever he's handling, she is here for it. Lord have mercy. I was like, okay, Keke. She always with the corny dudes, yes. And it's the truth. It's the truth. Looks pretty empty. They just got the house, Ralph. They just got the house. You know what I mean? And I don't know how we got out that she's struggling to pay her mortgage. It was like, he's not helping fix up the house. He's not helping with the bills. I mean, they was ragtagging him today. Lord have mercy. But in any event, Keke's happy. Keke got a man at home. Keke's like, she's doing her thing. As long as she ain't gonna go broke behind him unless she gave him access to her accounts, you know what I mean? And she put his name on the deed. I don't know if she put his name on a deed. I hope he just moved into the crib. I hope she didn't get a credit card in his name. I hope they don't got joint accounts. But in any event, maybe they do. She's happy with it. Hey, she's a smart woman. Shit, she won't be the first woman taken advantage of and scammed out of money because it's good down there. Are you lonely and shit like that? But in any event, Keke seems like she's very mature, but everyone has issues, and she told us about her insecurities. We all have insecurities, whether we don't like this about ourselves, that about ourselves, or whether we feel like, we're not someone's desire, but in any event, plus she had a lot of problems with acne, and she was very open with her acne, with her spots, and she got rid of them. I was like, Lord have mercy, she handled business. But in any event, like you said, she grown, baby. She's a grown ass woman. She could do whatever she wants to do. So, and you guys know Kristen Scott is pregnant. She is pregnant. She is with her second child. She finally had the second child, and she is not in the townhouse no more. She's out there in Atlanta in a bigger house, baby. But it doesn't seem like she's going to be on Basketball Wives at all, point blank, period. Kristen Scott's going. This would have been a perfect time for you to be on Basketball Wife, to be pregnant and everything else of that nature. So we're going to see, if she make any, guest appearance, on Basketball Wives. But yes, congratulations to Kristen Scott. She is with child. I was like, go ahead, girl, handle your business. Handle your business. But in any event, let's move on to the situation when it comes to sweetie pies. Let's just talk about this situation, Miss Robbie. You guys know who Miss Robbie is. I covered this story a lot, and then after a while, it just went dead for me. And the situation, it was just the same information. The same people are still locked up. The same people are still behind bars, except for the insurance guy. He's the only guy that's not behind bars. But in any event, when it comes to Tim Norton, you know what he did. He ended up making a plot and a plan to take out his nephew, and he actually did that too. His nephew was a kid, and he did that to his nephew. His nephew was sent to live with, his mom, and to be, nurtured by Tim and, Miss Robbie. And then unfortunately, Miss Robbie's son ended up taking out her oldest son that is deceased only child, which is Andre. Montgomery, which is just really, really sad and disheartening all the way together. So, he's still in jail. He's still locked up. What's up, Virtuous Woman? What's up, Miss T? What's up, Jordan? Trying to make sure I say you guys' name. What's up, Ray Sean? So, so you got this situation going on. And so, we talked about this over and over. It's the same information. He's about to go to court. And it's just really, really, it's just really a sad situation all the way together. But in any event, he hasn't, hopefully, I think they took the capital murder charge off. So I don't know if I don't know. I think they took the capital murder charge off of the charges. But in any event, he's charged with murder for hire, conspiracy to commit murder, and murder for hire committing wire fraud as well. So he got conspiracy and wire fraud, murder to hire, things of that nature. But in any event, he's still behind bars. He's still locked up. There's a lot of stories about, Mr. Tim, and the stories of debt, gambling, and basically it's alleged that he took out an insurance policy on his nephew basically to collect some money, and basically he wasn't able to collect the money because he's not smart enough, and God didn't let him do that. God didn't let him get rich and benefit off of what he did, and Tim, he played a good role for many years on TV, like he was somebody, like he was okay, like he was trying to do the right thing, like he got out of jail and he was trying to, change his life and rehabilitate himself, and also teach the young boys in his family, things. And that's not the case, because we're hearing from the family members basically saying that they were afraid of him. The boys that worked on Welcome to Sweetie Pie, they was afraid of him. He may have done some things allegedly. He may have hemmed them up in a corner. Basically he had that jail mentality when they were working at Sweetie Pies or whatever the case may be. It's just been a lot of different stories came out about him and how he was. A lot of people said that he did a lot of physical things to the young men that were his family members on the show. But in any event, no one really came out to confirm that was actually the case. You know what I mean? But they've been very quiet. And so Miss, Robbie, she recently did an interview. Robbie Montgomery, she recently did an interview with Essence, and basically she's saying that she's going to support her son. She's going to be by his side. And I was like, damn. And she said that, that's her son. It's like a marriage. And basically she's saying that, it's till death do us part. I'm always going to be his mother. And she's like, I'm always going to, support him. That's my son. I gave birth to him. How can I turn my back on him? As a mother, I can't do that. And as a mother, you're not supposed to do that. So in any event, she says innocent until proven guilty. And she says she's been praying for the outcome to come that he's innocent and basically for him to be free. I was like, Lord have mercy, Miss Robbie. He had a life insurance policy out on YouTube as well. I guess, maybe she feels some type of regret. Maybe she feels, like she failed her son because he's been in and out of prison since he was 17 years old. And now as his adult middle-aged life, he's back in jail. And she was a singer. She worked with Tina Turner. She worked with the Ikettes or something like that group that she was with. And she's a very famous singer. And she was always traveling. She was always out. And Tim, I guess he was being bounced around. Maybe she feels some guilt. Maybe she feels some guilt that his father, is deceased and his father was taken from this world before his time. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but in any event, would you guys still support your son if your son actually made your grandson depart from this earth? She said he's innocent until proven guilty. She said, and then when she says this, she goes, she added, she goes, you just have to deal with the things that are going on and everything that happens. You just have to deal with it one day at a time. It's not a good position to be in, but put this on me and I am handling it. And I know, God is not going to let me down. My family is dealing with these issues. She also added, after there will be something else. Basically she said after this, something else would happen. You pay your light bill. Then after you pay your light bill, you got to pay your gas bill. So it's basically, I don't know. She's 80 something years old. And I don't know, how she is adding up that after this, it will be something else. Nobody in this world wants to ever face their son taking out their grandson. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. And then she's comparing it to a light bill and a gas bill. I'm like, okay, you know, she's old school and she's tough. You know, she's thick like collard greens. She's thick like, you know, neck bones. And basically, I guess she came to terms with it because, you know, your son ain't innocent. Yeah, the conspiracy, you know, with the charge of this happening to Andre Montgomery is because Tim wanted Monte. He put an insurance policy out on your grandson and he wanted to collect by any means necessary. But thank God he didn't collect at all. So why would these people even want to put a life insurance policy? If you put a life insurance policy out on somebody, only way to collect the monte if they're not here anymore and they depart from this earth. And so he was trying to collect because he called the insurance company and he was been, you know, there was wiretaps, you know, they have, you know, phones of him talking to the associates, him talking to the people that was involved in the crime, him talking to the insurance guy, him talking to Trisha Ellis, and basically setting up the situation where the cell phones was in the same perimeter as when, you know, Andre Montgomery departed from this earth, and Tim making a phone call, and also him giving money to, you know, Trisha Ellis. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much evidence. This is why he's not out on bail. But in any event, Miss Montgomery, she is sticking by her son, and she said, please pray for her and her family. And basically, she got to take it one day at a time and deal with the situation. And she says she has to just she got to stay prayed up. She says the media has came after her son, judged her son, you know, with these allegations. But at the same time, you know, he has not been found guilty at all. So point blank, she's saying she believes that he's innocent. She is praying for a miracle. She's waiting for a miracle. I just hope deep inside she's praying that he stay where he's at, because then if he gets away with this, you're going to be the next target. But she probably done already, you know, put him on her insurance. Who knows? But in any event, she's 80 years old and she's like, you know, I guess I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do. I got to do it how they told me to do it. I'm like, damn, but it's really a hard situation to be in, but I don't even know. I wouldn't say this shit, though. I wouldn't compare losing my grandson to a light bill and a gas bill. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't be praying for this mother sucker to get out of jail and it to be a miracle for him to be free again to do the same shit that he's been doing. The reason why he don't got no money is because he likes to gamble and party and think that he's a rapper, think he's a restaurant connoisseur. He thinks that, you know, he got tons of money. He's living off of his mother's money, but he can't keep up. He won't pay his bills. He won't run his restaurants and his establishments like he's supposed to, because the word on the street is these restaurants that he have in Mississippi, you know, he ran them into the ground and he wasn't paying the employees. The place allegedly was filthy, terrible. And then he had, you know, all types of doughboys in there. He owed a lot of people money out there in the street. He was trying to hustle. He was trying to do everything. He was just, you know, he had the fast cars, 8 or 9, 10 cars with rims, beat, custom made, driving up and down a road, just acting like he was big shit Willie, you know what I mean? And she know how his behavior was. But in any event, you know, she said, this is a tragic thing that happened to my family. And she's going to be praying for the miracle that, you know, everybody see the truth, that he gets out. I'm like, Lord, who is she talking to? Like, what is she talking about? I'm just like, I know. I mean, she's thick. She's in denial. Denial is hell of a drug. Yes, it is. It's hell of a drug. Hey, what's up, Mo? Yeah, she's in denial. Like, who wants to even come to terms with, you know, their son, you know, actually, you know, being all this for money, all this for the green. Allegedly, he broke into a house too as well. So much going on. And then on top of that, not only that, Miss Robbie, she also, was going after his baby mama and basically calling her out and saying that, oh, she refused this, she don't let me do this, she's keeping Tim away from the kids. Look at this man. You see how crazy he was? And the baby mama was letting us know that he was making threats towards the kids, making threat towards her, that she was scared, and like she had to call the police on him. And some of us didn't understand it at the time, like, oh, why are you calling the police, when this is happening? And this is when the Black Lives Matter marches was going on, and she was like, this man is crazy. Everybody was like, oh, you wrong for that. Even Miss Robbie, she came out and she down his baby mama. But now look at this man, he's facing life in prison. So in any event, his wide hips, I know his wide hips are a mess. But so in any event, so you got that situation going on. I was just like, damn, that is a hard situation to be in. So do you neglect your son? Do you say, hey, son, I can't pay for your attorney fees. I can't help you out with any court fees. I can't give you commissary because you did this. Like, you destroyed our family. And then on top of that, Tim was stealing money from her as well and opening up restaurants with her trademark and running them into the ground. She had to take him to court to stop him from using Welcome to Sweetie Pies and things of that nature. So it's not like he's been like this, wonderful, magnificent son. I think there's some guilt that, Miss Robbie feels. And this is why she keeps bailing him out. And also, she's a pacifier. She's she's just, putting a diaper on him. Let him grow up. Let him face this. Let him face his own situation, because you did everything that you could. You provided a life for him, an opportunity, jobs, TV, the own network, and then he went crazy with it. Then he started mistreating people, like the nephews, and working on Sweetie Pies. They said some negative things about Tim and how Tim was treating them. And, she had to know what's going on. So either she's scared of him, she's in denial, or she's just one of the mothers that let their son run wild, do whatever it is, and they still bail him out, and they know their mama's always going to be there. But yet their son or their seed is destroying the world and making it worse and making people's life worse that are next to them. And also, no matter what, that's her baby. No matter what. Lord have mercy. I know at the beginning, nobody believed Jennifer. He came off really well. They didn't even believe Jennifer. And then after this, and Jennifer started to drop the receipts, it was a whole different story. And also, you guys know about Kelis. Kelis right now, her husband is facing stage 4, stomach cancer, and he was given 18 months to live, and now he's at 12 months. I was like, damn, this is so sad. She just had a baby last year, and it's like, OMG, like, this is crazy, to just give birth, last year, 2020, and now your husband, might not be here. I'm like, oh, like, that got to be something tough to deal with. And, Kelis, she was on, Mass Singer. She's been out here on Instagram promoting, doing different things. And, she never mentioned anything about her husband. So her husband, Mike has, dropped on Instagram and told people about his sickness and how he found out that, he was basically having bad stomach pains. He couldn't eat. He wasn't feeling well. He was, stuck to the bed. And then, he finally just went to the doctor to see what was going on. And they let him know that he had stage 4, stomach cancer. And hopefully, everything works out and he lives as long as he's supposed to live, and cancer does not take him out. But in any event, that's her husband right there. Mike, he's dancing in a video. He has a sweater tied around his waist, and this was 2019, and he was doing good at that time. And it's just really sad, because Kelis talks about, Mike being the love of her life, and they have 2 children together. Totally, Kelis has 3 children, because she has her oldest son that's 11 is with Nas, and it's just really, really sad. Like, damn, cancer ain't no joke. And Nene Leakes just lost, Greg Leakes. So it's a whole lot going on. I'm like, damn, so lift them up in prayer. Like, I know she got to be like, what? And he got to be like, what? Like, damn, looking at your kids and shit every day, knowing that there's a day that he won't see them if he doesn't survive the cancer diagnosis, if he doesn't get better. And these are pictures of him, as he's thinning out because of the, stage 4 stomach cancer, and then actually preparing the kids for this. I know it got to be hard. I know it's just so emotional Oh, but in any event, you don't want to watch your loved ones suffer. That's the worst thing in the world, to see somebody suffer that you love, and then also to see them deteriorate. That's not an easy thing to watch. And Lord, may God be with them and their family, because this is crazy. I was just like, damn. I was just on Instagram and she was selling some cocoa butter or some oils. I was like, I'm going to cop that oil or something like that. And then next thing you know, the situation, is going down, that her husband is really, really sick. Like, that shit is crazy. It's really, really crazy. And as you guys know, Tanya Sam, she lost her father, recently, I believe over the weekend. And I think his name is Dr. Francis Sams. She lost her father. So that's a sad situation as well. Like, there's a whole lot going on. So make sure you guys stay prayed up and you pray for each other. We pray for one another. And also you let the people know that you love, and go to the doctors and get checked out and making sure that you okay. Because, Kelis' husband, he's only 36 years old. He's 36. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking that he's young enough to fight it, but who knows? That's between Kelis and her husband where he's at. But he said that he was given 18 months and now he's down to 12 months. So I send peace and blessings to them and healing. Like, Lord, like, that gotta be like the worst ever. It ain't no joke. But in any event, it's just very sad. Tanya Sam's situation is sad too. I was like, oh boy. Like, it's a lot of sad news out here, and it's a whole lot of stuff going on. And if you just take a look out your window, walk up and down your street, or turn on the news, it's like so much going on in this world that you got to stay blessed up, prayed up. You got to make sure your aura is clean. You got to make sure you're clean. You got to make sure the people around you, you got to make sure you got sway around you. You got good energy around you, and you got God with you at all times, baby. You need that protection out here. But in any event, let's get down to the situation when it comes to Michelle. When it comes to Michelle and Lyrica, I can't believe that they're still beefing. I can't believe they're still fighting. I can't believe all this stuff is still going on between them. But in any event, Michelle got down on Instagram and baby, and she basically was saying some things. She was talking about, Lyrica, because I guess her and Lyrica recently did a Ratchet TV show. And Michelle said that she's never going to do any more Ratchet TV shows. She said she acted a fool, and you can't imagine living in a house with a bunch of random people. Neither can I. So basically, Michelle saying that she was living in a house with a bunch of people. And so I guess this is the new reality show that Michelle is doing, and it might be a part of VH1, who knows, or it might be a part of the Zeus network. And then also you have Lyrica basically saying that, oh yes, she was there, and she said, she got the biggest paycheck too as well. So I guess these ladies and other people, they stayed in a house for a show for 14 days. But Michelle said the biggest check ever cut on this particular show for 14 days. She said, honestly, but it wasn't worth my peace. I don't like untamed humans, and I need to stay away from people who need the money and attention. But girl, your views on the show, you needed the money and the attention too, Michelle. So I don't know what you're talking about, but in any event, she's saying that. But so 14 days, so she's feeling a certain type of way. And then and so Lyrica, she jumps into the situation. She goes, oh, Michelle, is this supposed to be some promo? Stop. I tried to, she said, I tried to KIL you, because your mouth is all bark and you hide by security like the coward you are. Me doing this show was low of me, especially because you always gotta act ghetto, fool. But the check was nice. Moving on. So that's what Lyrica said. Lyrica and Michelle, I guess they got a show going on, and it ain't, I guess they're gonna be beefing. And Michelle said that she cussed out everybody. Michelle said, I have made more money than anyone can imagine on Ratchet TV. I am pretty darn good at the assignment, but it's almost feels like selling your soul. It's a cold feeling. I always consider it like being a drug dealer. Quick money and unhealthy. Not the way you want to live. So Michelle was talking all type of cash money shit. I was like, Lord. So I guess Lyrica and K Michelle's back at it again. They back beefing. They back going at it. They back popping off between one another. I was just like, Lord, Lyrica looks like a detective in that black and white outfit. Yeah. Hey, Mo. Hey, hot, spicy tea. I was just like, Translated, she asked the food. Yes. So, they had their situation go on. I guess they were going back and forth on Instagram talking about one another. So I don't know what network this show is going to be on, but it seems like it's going to be a good show. K Michelle, she is reality TV gold, just like Tamar, Braxton's reality TV gold. Lyrica, she could be, but Lyrica be doing too much. But in any event, it is what it is. So I would be watching. I'm thinking about watching the Chance of Love situation, but let's talk about these NFL players. These NFL players are out here getting money. They are out here getting welfare. They are out here handling business. I was like, Lord have mercy. Like, they ain't playing around. Let me see. Where is it? I was like, okay. These NFL players, they ain't playing no games with nobody. They are out here, convoluting the system. They are robbing the system. The NBA players, I said NFL. I don't know why I'm talking about NFL. But in any event, yeah, you got these basketball players out here taking that money. Baby, they was like insurance fraud. They did not care. They was going to collect the money. They was not gonna play no games with nobody. I was like, OMG, they really out here stealing like that? Oh yes. And it's been a 3-year investigation going on with the NBA, basically with these retired players, out here taking the money from, the sports people from the NBA. I was like, OMG. Yes, Lyrica husband is so weird. Like, I don't even know what's going on when it comes to Lyrica husband. I don't know what A1 likes, what A1's into. I don't know if he's doing it for TV. I don't know if it's real. I don't know what he be doing. But A1 is a mess. But in any event, when it comes to the NBA, these former players, as you see on the screen, was out here taking money. There was an indictment, basically for these NBA players, and the investigation and the scheme was going on since 2017 to 2020. So basically, when the NBA players, when they retire, they have a healthcare plan. They have a plan that pays them money. A fund is funded primarily by the NBA. And so basically they was receiving all types of false claims from these former NBA players, and basically the tunes of $3.9 million. I was like, damn. And they said one of the defendants, he received $2.5 million in fraudulent proceeds. I was like, Lord have mercy. They was making money out here in these streets. They was just doing it. And I was like, they got kind of sloppy with the situation, because then it started to be an investigation. I don't know who spilled the beans, who told them what was going on, or, look out for this. Somebody was running their mouth. Somebody got tired of the situation. I don't know what happened, but in any event, the NBA basically called these allegations particularly disheartening, because the benefit plan provided by the NBA and the National Basketball League Association are critically important to support players' health and well-being throughout their careers and post-retirement lives. I was like, okay, so the FBI is in the situation. The NBA saying that they're gonna give all the information. They're gonna turn over each and every document. Anything that they think that is fraudulent, they're gonna give it to the FBI. They're working fully with the FBI. They're working with the U.S. Attorney Office. They're working with everybody. They're working with Michael from the New York FBI office. And, they want to get these players, in jail. Or I don't know if they want them to pay the money back, but there's definitely going to probably be, maybe just a fine. I don't know if they're going to actually get jail time. Some of them complete. It depends on what type of record they have. But in any event, when it comes to Terrence Williams, they're saying that he is the leader of the situation. They're saying basically when it comes to Terrence Williams that, he was actually the one that solicited other players to actually file false claims, with the insurance company, with the healthcare, and also, book fake appointments when it came to a chiropractor, when it came to dental work. And he's actually had a chiropractor company, that he was working with in November of 2017. And also he had a dentist that he was working with as well. So basically he would tell the players, I can give you all the fake invoices that you can submit to the insurance company, to the NBA insurance, national basketball league, and you can get money like that, but you got to give me a cut. So in any event, they was billing the chiropractor for $7,000, and payouts. Williams was getting money because the other players had to pay Williams because he actually gave them the doctors and the invoices and the places to go where they were live for the former NBA players. So I was like, Lord have mercy. You got Shannon Brown, Monica ex-husband, he's on the list. You got Glenn Davis, you have Ruben Patterson and Darius Mills. Like, they were out here. Oh, you got Melvin. They was out here getting money. They was out here stealing it, baby. They was not playing around. I was like, damn. Like, I didn't, they got sloppy with the situation, because one of the things that the FBI is saying is that these former NBA players, one of them would say that, okay, let me see, where is it somewhere? Okay, so the indictment said that retired other former NBA players to defraud the plan and offered to provide fraudulent invoices from a chiropractor and dentist in Southern California and a wellness office in Washington State. So it seems like Mr. Terrence Williams, he had the hookup, and at least 10 of the ex-players paid kickbacks totaling about $230,000 to Terrence Williams. So they had to kick him back some money. Like, Lord have mercy. Like, this is crazy. I mean, they was out here getting it, and it's just like, damn, I don't know if the NBA wasn't paying them, they wasn't getting anything, or they were struggling, or whatever, or was it greed, their financial situation, because this is really like a stain on them in the NBA, where if they want to do promotions, if they want to, do radio or work on one of the sports networks or anything, they are not going to be called on. And among the others charged was Tony Allen. Tony Allen from the Boston Celtics. I was like, Lord have mercy. Like, they was out here getting money. And in any event, when it comes down to it, they were saying that one of the players, one of them said that one of the players, I'm trying to find out which name is it, but one of the players, basically said that he was getting like $10,000 worth of dental work, but he was actually in Taiwan playing basketball. So they got type of evidence like that, as far as players saying that they're at a doctor's office getting procedures, if it's from dental, or if it's from the chiropractor, if it's from the wellness center, or if they're having surgery done. What happens is the players said that they were there on that date, but you got the FBI tracking them and saying that no, they was in Florida, they was in Hawaii, they was here that day. They're tracking them through their cell phones and their media, their social media. So basically, they got the evidence that they need. Allegedly, they got the evidence that they need enough. And the doctors are going to roll over. Them doctors ain't going to go to jail for these basketball players. They ain't going to do that. They already took the deal. They're all probably taking deals right now. I was like, and Glenn Davis, I can't believe, like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, they must not be getting paid at all. They must be struggling. They must need financial help, because a lot of NBA players are not rich when they leave the NBA, especially if they don't get the big deals, because, people are not getting paid like Kobe and LeBron James. Like, some of these players wasn't making that type of money, and like, you wasn't really in charge of your career, because when it comes down to LeBron James, he's the one that changed basketball around, as far as you can go from one team to the next team. You didn't have to stay on the shitty team. Like, you can make moves, because before the NBA didn't let you make moves. So if you want to stay, if a team wanted to just bench you, they could just bench you. Like you couldn't like get up and move like LeBron has went from the Lakers into any other team that he played for. But in any event, like, yes, they was out here taking this money. They was out here, and it's like, damn, like they got a lot of evidence against them. So you guys let me know what you think about this situation. I was like, oh baby, too much going on on something that's always been like, damn. Hey Tony, what's going on? I didn't even see you. So it's just like, So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. I was just like, damn, they was out here really taking that money. They didn't even play around, but they didn't cover their self at all. And you guys heard about Candice Dillard, Candice Bassett. Basically, she is accusing, the staff, her co-workers of actually, teaming up against her and not being able to deal with her mouth. And now she knows what Mia mother is and what Mia mother went through and her struggles, her trials and tribulations. And Candice basically still feel the same way, low budget. She's not taking it back. And that's just that with the situation. And she's mad at Karen for Karen jumping into the situation and things of that nature. And she said, if you really want to talk about it, everybody's being upset with me and mad with me. And she believes that is colorism. She alluded to it being colorism on the after show on Bravo. So I'm just like, girl, you're doing way too much. But in any event, do you guys believe it's colorist, or you believe that she just have a nasty ass mouth and she ain't gonna learn? One day that she's going to learn. And some people are saying that she has PTSD. She said she did have PTSD because of what happened between her and Monique Samuels, but also with the situation, they're saying that her PTSD is making her act the way that she's acting because, it brings out the anger in her. So what do you guys think about Candice? So Candice basically is saying that she is not wrong. People are just mad because she comes harder, she comes quicker, she comes faster. And basically Mia has been a troublemaker. She has started ish with everybody, so she got what she deserves, and she don't feel bad about saying anything about her mother. I was like, Lord have mercy. God is watching over an idiot and a fool like you when God could be watching over somebody else and putting that energy somewhere else. But Candice got protection out here because she be doing way too much. I'm like, Lord. I mean, she just be doing way too much. And it's just like, yeah, of course, Giselle and Mo and Karen are going to say something, because nobody like you are not a child. You're not 8 years old to be saying, yo mama, you're a streetwalker. And they consistently do that and not stop. Like, you had Mia, you had her hemmed up, you had her on the ropes, and you was jumping on her. You had it, but you kept going. You wouldn't stop. It's like when a referee say stop and you just keep going, and there's technicalities and there's technicals. That's what you did. You made technicalities and technicals the way that you were coming after her. Your little shots here and there were okay, but you kept going. You was consistently going. You wouldn't stop. And, and you won. Like, you won the situation. You shut her up. I don't need, like, if you would have left it like it was upstairs and just let it be, when she got on the phone, she said something when she got on the phone. She called these guys broke bitches and shit like that. But girl, you done dogged her out. You done dogged her marriage out. You done dogged her out, called her all types of streetwalkers, all types of, ladies of the night, her pimp, waiting on the curb for her pimp, I was just like, damn, Candice, you did way too much. It's just like doing too much. And that's what you did. And so Candice is basically crying, woe is me. I mean, she really is defending her behavior. That is the sad part. That's the sad part, that she's defending her behavior and she don't have any apologies. And, she said, you're low budget. Why you got to bring up her mother? But in any event, when it comes down to it, Candice wanted to show Mia that, yo, listen, you can't talk about my family. Don't come for me. Don't come for my husband, because we see Giselle and we see Robin coming for Wendy and her husband. So it seems like, Candice wanted to teach Mia a lesson, not to come for her husband. You could have told her that lesson. And you could have used more words. You could have used more words than pimp. You could have did so much more that, she wouldn't have came for you, because she verbally, she can't go up against you at all. But for you to cry woe is me, and then also say that you think it's colorism, Candice, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. She's too much. She's doing too much. I mean, too much. And I understand, like, she's getting Mia together, and that's fine. Get her together. Yes, Mia called your event low budget, which it was. She did ask your mama, is Chris getting paid? Because you was over here bragging that Chris is your manager and things of that nature. You get there, it's a no-show. People are using their cars. It's a dry parking lot. There's no food. There's no service. There's no valet. There's no water. There's no nothing. And then on top of that, and Chris shows up in a chef uniform, empty-handed. Like, people got questions. They want to know what's going on. And yes, she was wrong for doing that, but the way that you went for her mother to call her low budget when people were trying to insinuate there's something going wrong with her mother, you didn't want to hear it. And then how are you still upset from the shady event? You started that conversation with Mia. You came from Mia negatively. You came from Mia negatively when you enter the home and you guys were taking shots, and her husband was saying he's a strip club connoisseur. You were throwing little shots, and yeah, we know that. You was taking little shots. Even Wendy was like, damn girl, like, but Wendy said you was going to give her the rat-a-tat-tat, and she got the rat-a-tat-tat. So we're going to see if that's going to help. But in any event, you just make people not want to mess with you. Only vile people like to mess with Candice. You got to be vile to think that talking about somebody else's mother is okay, and then to consistently to keep going. And when you're winning, it's just like you got somebody down on the ground and you just keep going. That's coward. When you watch them knockout videos and things of that nature, when somebody knocks out, you're supposed to just leave them alone and let them wake up. But then people, once you knock out, people will still hit you, and people say that that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. And that's what Candice was actually doing. So in any event, that's the situation. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you guys got something to say, please jump on the StreamYard. It is open, and the phone lines are open too as well. Give me a call. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what you're thinking. So there we go. So let me put the link out there. Let me put the link, baby. And then next episode, Chris is going to have to escort you off because you're going to go off on Ashley. And we know that Candice got a one-up on somebody. Somebody's mother ain't no good on the show. Well, she was no good in the past. Now Mia's mother is in a better place. She's been clean for 10 years, and she's been out of jail for 10 years and things of that nature, when she was supposed to get life in prison. So, Candice said that she ain't jealous of her. She ain't insecure. That woman is insecure. And Candice was just going on. She's the one that insecure. She's the one that's this. She's the one that's that. She's the one that's this and that. She's a little troublemaker just like you, but then she knows how to be a nice troublemaker. She knows how to plant her seed and keep moving and not go below the belt. She's playing the game better than you're playing the game. And you already played the game with Monique, Giselle, and Robin, and you're still not playing the game right, where you could be getting sympathy for this situation, basically saying, how rude, how disrespectful is that for you to violate my marriage and ask my mother questions about my husband when you don't know me? Like, there's ways that you could have confronted her. And when you did confront her at the Giselle's, shady, event party, shady radio, whatever the case may be, you was getting to that. Then you said you started telling her like you my mother's breast size, her booty size, her all of 2 seconds, and that you was almost that close. You was about to get an apology from her, and then you could have still cried, woe is me. Like, why are you guys asking about my marriage and questions about me and Chris? Why are you attacking me, Giselle? Why are you attacking me, Robin? Mia, why are you attacking me? I'm trying my best. I'm a young woman. I'm married to this guy. I'm trying my best, to do something in my life and do a music video and have a cohesive marriage. There's so much we could have felt for you, and Mia would have looked like the bad person, like, oh, she she's mad because this, she's mad because of that. But it just makes you look crazy and unhinged. And when you are educated, it's not like, you know, Candice is not educated. Candice is educated. You know, she worked in politics. Candice is really, really smart. But she chose to go down the darkest road ever to talk shit about somebody. Lord have mercy. Hey, what's up, Messy Vlogs 21? How you doing? What's going on? You will watch these girls. Curve Queen, what's going on? How you doing? Candice should be asking her own husband what he is doing. Like, he has been sitting back and letting his mother-in-law pay his bills and child support because he has no money. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hit it right on a nail. Renee Ross. They need to come up with better storylines. For real. For real. I don't even watch these girls no more. Not like I used to. I know Messy Vlogs. You know, Messy Vlogs 21. Candice dropped the ball by letting her anger get the best of her. Yes. Queen Curve knockout. A knockout. It would have been like, it's like she doesn't know how to play victim. Like, you know, she played victim with Monique, but she had, you know, everybody had to hold her by a leash to make sure she get the victory in that situation. And that was Giselle and Robin and Wendy, because she was basically, she makes you not like her, and that's the problem. Me and Mother is trying. Do not know anyone down when they're trying. Do not knock anyone down when they are trying to get their life together. Amen. Jordan, is this the Atomic franchise? Yes, it is. Hey, Messy Vlogs, what's going on? I dropped the stream, y'all. Chris, get a job and stay. Asking people, I was to fight you, so stupid. So Chris be out online asking people to fight him. Chris, don't tell me you are out online asking people to fight you. Come on, Chris. I know you ain't doing that. I know you ain't even doing that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I know Chris ain't doing that, y'all. He really is. That's a damn shame. This old man is out on there asking people to fight him, Lord, and he know that they gonna go to jail because of what they look like. Felicia Butler. Okay, Chef Disaster. I'm going back up. Hi, H. Fisher. What's going on? What is wrong with Tracy? I hope she's okay. You know, I don't know, you know, what's going on. So maybe that's why they're going to get a new show, The Braxton Family Values, because there's some, you know, Tamar has elevated somewhat, and maybe Tracy is going through something, because, yes, she looks very, very different. Okay, I went all the way to up. All of women go through that sometimes. Yep, they do. For facts. Okay, I went up too high. Thank you so much, Curve Queen. Love your content, Mary Jane. You always keep it real. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, he was. Oh my God, he was. Okay, so they're meant for each other. You know, 1 minute he's calming her down, and then the next minute they're both ready to fight. And it's just like, damn, like, how did they get this far in life? You think about Candice, how she knows, I think that she thinks this is the best way to do things. Either you're gonna hate me or you're gonna love me. Either or, there's no in between. Like, every now and then you can go in between liking all the ladies and then not liking them and then liking them the next episode. But Candice wants to make it clear you either have to pick, you like her or you don't, because there's no in between with her. And I don't know how she got so far in life. You know, I don't even know what high school was like, what college was like, what her working on, you know, the Obama campaign. Maybe because there's not no shadiness thrown, and she's not getting that much attention. How does she survive in that world and get on TV and act like she don't have any type of moral compass or any type of knowledge how to, you know, carry herself and how to look and how to garner the attention from the audience? She has the look, she can sing, you know, she's with a white man that's broke and he got kids. Like, she should be more elevated on the show and not as hated as she is, but it's the way that she carries it, and she's not going to listen to anybody. Like, you can't tell her shit. Like, she don't listen to no kind of constructive criticism. She don't listen to her husband. He's going to have to pick her up and drag her out, you know, the next episode. It's just like, damn, Candice, like, how do you get this far in life? And Chris, what does that say about you? Look what kind of wife you got. I know that you're here for the Monte, baby, and you're getting taken care of. And I know your child support is getting paid and just getting help. And basically you're getting oh, he looks so nasty sticking his tongue out. I know he gets celebrity gigs into as well because of his connection. But damn, like, what kind of role model is Candice for your kids? Like, you know what I mean? There's just so much going on in this world, especially with the young man that, as you guys know, went up to the school. He was beaten up, and then he went back and he went rat-a-tat-tat in the school, and now he's out on bail. You know, people got to teach their kids to do better, and that's the sad thing. They don't teach their kids to do better. They think the kids pick up their parents' behavior, or if you have a trouble in home, you know, kids are most likely going to come to school and pick on other kids. So it's just like, you know, it's just sad all the way around. But that young man is definitely going to do some time behind that situation, because he was getting bullied in school. He was getting beat up. So then he came back and went rat-a-tat-tat. You can't do that, baby. You can't do that. But at least he didn't take nobody's life. So you know, that's kind of like a good situation as far as that. But, and also you got to try to get your kids in private school. Maybe private school might be a little bit better. You can take the money from public school. Well, public school pays for your kid to go to school. You can take part of that money or the entire money and have it transfer over to a private school, and then you can pay the other half of the tuition for the private school. Because sometimes you got to get your kids out of public school, or you got to be in the public schools to make sure the schools are ran right, to make sure your kid is getting the education, to make sure they're safe, to make sure they're not being bullied. But at the same time, how can you do that when you're trying to put food on the table? And that's how I grew up. My mother was in the school. She worked at night, so she was in our school all day. My mother stayed up in our school. She knew all the teachers. You know, they didn't have to say anything about me. All I did, my mother was in the hallway. My mother and like maybe 9 other parents that she got together, and she changed, you know, the public school system for a while. But then it got to a point where, you know, it just got too much. And the rest of my brothers and sisters, they went to private school, and she used the money from public school to pay private school and then pay a half of that. So it's out there in every city and state. The money that the government pays for your child to attend school, public school, you can have that money transferred to a private school. And this is why the public schools are going against the charter schools right now, because the charter schools are taking money away from the public schools when kids go to charter schools. So you can actually do it. It's still, you know, in rotation. In any event. But that's really the situation. Curve, that was hilarious. What did you say, Curve? I didn't say, I was running my mouth. Exactly. That's what I was saying. A messy image. He asked Perry for a fight in boxing ring. Perry is a ex-Marine. Oh, okay. I wish Candice will peel back a layer, you know, and show us more. Yeah. Just like, damn, like, how you really feel, Candice? Like, why you want to be so tough? And you haven't even been that type of Black woman that goes through trials and tribulations, raising kids, you know, trying to put them through school, trying to make sure they have food on their table, you know what I mean? And then work a job and deal with a no good husband or no good baby father, and then be abused, growing up being abused, or being homeless, or being abused where you got to go to a shelter. You know, these are some women, you know, there are some women that have a right to have an attitude, that's been through hell, and they can, sometimes they're so mean. But there's no reason for Candice to be as vulgar and vile as she is, because she ain't had no struggle. What struggle has Candice been through? Candice ain't been through no struggle. She ain't been through the Black woman struggle like that. Oh, maybe people turned their nose up at her because, you know, maybe because of her skin color when she was around the Caucasians, or they made her feel, you know, this way or that way. But you could have taken your ass, you know, back to the not old neighborhood, you know, find your cousins or somebody. But you haven't really dealt that struggle where you just have this chip and you have all this baggage on your back. Like, you know, I don't even know how Chris is getting money, but I wouldn't be married to you. Not the way that you talking. You embarrass that man like he don't even got balls. Mm-mm. And Mia wants to be accepted. Mia hasn't been accepted in her life. when it comes down to, you know, she got abandonment issues when it comes to her mother, when it comes to her father, and then she still got the abandonment issues that she's dealing with her mother now, and then also she's not close to her sisters. You know, she ended up burning oatmeal, burning her skin. And so now you think about that, being a young child and having scars that your parents cannot afford to even help you get rid of, or get any type of surgery or any type of chemical pill or any type of that. So now you're a young girl with these scars on your face, and then your home life is hell, you know, and then on top of that, now you got to go into foster care. That's a struggle. That's a struggle. So with that type of struggle, you know, you would think that Mia would have jumped over that table, but Mia said, I would never put my hands on her. She would never get me that way. So that means that Mia may have didn't fight back. You know, growing up, she didn't fight back, maybe. Or maybe she knows better, because being institutionalized for her younger years, you know, until she became an adult. And so, like, that's a struggle. Like, that's a real struggle. And then your father dying away from immune deficiency, and then, you know, watching the cases that he's been involved in and what he has done. Like, Mia's been through a struggle. So, you know, if she had Candice behavior, we will understand a little bit. We can get it. We can pinpoint, okay, it's because of this, it's because of that. Oh, she needs healing, she needs this, she needs to go to counseling. Oh, she's suffering from this. Like, we could add all this shit up. But with Candice, we can't add up why you are the way you are, Candice. We can't add it up. Hey, Elizabeth here. What's going on? What's going on? The new season of Marriage Boot Camp reality is on WeTV right now. I hope you review it, Mary. Oh, thank you so much, Tony. I didn't know it was coming on tonight. I thought it was coming on next week. Yeah, if I review, I go live for that one. I'm going to go live for the Black Ink Crew too as well. Mia learned how to survive hard situations. Candice is nothing for her to deal with. Yeah. Too blessed to be stressed. Thanks for asking. Oh, that's so nice. I like that name. Too blessed to be stressed. Oh yeah, I am watching that, Tony. Well, they have a few people on there that I do know, and the rest of them are just scavengers. And then, but I want to watch it because, like, the first gay couple that came on Love and Hip Hop, you know, Hollywood are going. They still with this fraudulent storyline that they still in a relationship, and he's still like, girls, Christopher Milan, where are you at? How come you're not on this show? So yes, we're definitely going to talk about it. If we don't talk about it, we're going to talk about it tomorrow night. If not tomorrow night, the next night after, because there's two shows. It's Black Ink Crew and actually Marriage Boot Camp. I appreciate you letting me know that, Tony. We're going to see how, you know, this is going to be weird. It's supposed to be a whole lot of, you know, savageness going on. So I don't know if some of these shows are so reckless that even talking about the recklessness on these shows, your videos can be demonetized. So I don't know if I'm going to record it on my other channel, my other YouTube channel. As you guys know, I will inform you to let you know. We'll see how the first episode goes, because all the Real Chance of Love videos from Zeus Network, all them videos got demonetized. Like, just describing the situation was like, oh no, you can't get no advertisement on this. All right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be great. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Curve Queen. I appreciate that donation. Appreciate that so much. Thank you, Tony, for coming. Thank you, Miss T. I can't wait to view Black Ink. I know. I'm like, I already seen it. I'm just like, oh my God. Ryan is such a finesser. But you know, Ryan is so fine that it's just like, Ryan, I can't believe this man is falling for this shit. And we're supposed to get a surprise from Van too as well. So, you know, regular scheduled program, you know, back Monday. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to see if I say everybody's name. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you. Miss T, thank you so much. Thank you, Ralph. I always appreciate you. Curve Queen, thank you so much. Elizabeth Hill, is good to see you too as well. Miss T's in the building. Norris Tony's in the building. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate y'all. Bailey's in the building. Mo is in the building. A Messy Vlog 21. And also Chef Disaster was in the building. Thank you guys so much. Renee Ross is in the building. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Tina Monique is in the building. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And if I forgot you, it's not on purpose, baby. I got my glasses on, but they ain't doing shit. I think I need another prescription because I don't know what's going on. Either it's too bright or what. But thank you guys so much. Ryan is trash, but Ryan is cute as hell. This is why he gets away with it. Oh yeah, and actually, let me see. And then Charmaine is pregnant again. And Charmaine, the shit that Charmaine's been going through, like, you know, she can have a chip on her shoulder. We just don't understand, we don't understand, Candice, why you got a chip on your shoulder. Good night, everyone. Good night to you too, Elizabeth Hill. Yes. Thank you guys so much. So if not tomorrow, Saturday, and then Sunday morning. It's just school and my hours at work change. It's just like, Lord have mercy. The school hours are just ridiculous now. Traffic, everywhere is construction. You can't get nowhere and no time. It's going to take you 40 minutes to get anywhere. Every major highway or every major, cut through area is all construction. They're trying to get money because of, what's going on. So all the construction people that are paid by the city and the state, they getting all their money. They're sitting there doing construction for how it's going on. They've been doing this shit since August. Like, we're in October. Y'all gonna be going through this when it's snowing too. So when it snows and shit, we're gonna have to go, oh, I can't. Yeah, 4. Yep, he had the baby. And, I'm just for, I'm glad he's with a black woman. And then, that's one thing about Black Ink Crew. They like black girls. That's one thing about Black Ink Crew. They do like black women. You know what I mean? That's one thing about them. They, and 4, and then you got Don. Don is sticking close to his wife, Ashley. Don and Ashley and Ryan was on live today because Van's supposed to be fighting somebody, professionally. So that's one thing about Black Ink Crew, Chicago. They stay with a thick black woman is that. Yep, you right. They stay with a black woman and they be raising their kids. They ain't going nowhere from their kids. They gonna stay, they gonna stay in the house with their kids. They ain't gonna play no games. And they, because usually when some of these guys on reality TV shows, they get a certain, celebrity. They get certain, a certain height, they reach a certain level, and it's just like where they came from, the women that look like them or their mother or their sisters or the women in the neighborhood, they totally ice them out. You know what I mean? I can understand when it comes to like Jada Smith. He always grew up rich and, there was barely any black people around. But when you come from the hood, it's always good to know that you didn't forget where you came from. And you're not just, mesmerized by everything. Ryan is going to get it. Ryan's going to get it. Vaughn is fighting a fighter that is with Don. And so this is going to be like a celebrity kind of fight, boxing match. And, they're putting bets and stuff on that situation. So, and so it seems like Van, he's getting back into the Black Ink Circle of Chicago. So we're going to see. So yes, we definitely going to talk about, if we don't talk about it tomorrow, we're going to do Black Ink Crew and Marriage Boot Camp. It'll be both of them Saturday or one of them tomorrow. It's just school and traveling and schedule, everything. It's just so much going on. And my work hours change. You already know I got problems. I got issues, you know. Van, sit down. Who told him he could fight some? Oh, yes. You know, it's so funny that you say that shit. You know why it's so funny that you say that, Ralph? It's because, you know, Ryan and Don was basically saying, I recorded it, so maybe I'll play it. So Ryan and Don was basically saying this is going to be a slow ass fight because Van moves so slow. They was like, yo, this fight is going to be like slow motion because they both move so slow. So you were right on the money with that. They was basically clowning Van, you know, and also they was promoting the fight because they want people to watch it because it's like a celebrity boxing match. So Don is huge. I know. Oh my God. See how big he is? Let me show you how big he's huge. How did he get that? I'm so glad that he's healthy. I'm so glad that he's doing well now. You know, he had surgery on his heart and, you know, he's still with Ashley. He loves him to Ashley. That man will fight for them kids. He fight. Lord have mercy. And, you know, with his relationship, he's kind of like been a role model when it comes to relationships. He's still with the same woman. He cheated in the beginning. Like, you know, Don was out here in these streets. He was for hire. Did he cheat on his wedding night? I think he did. Lord. But he changed. See, everybody changes, you know. Ryan has not changed yet. Let's see. Which one is it? Okay, I think I put the wrong one. I don't know why it's not opening. I don't know why it's not. I'm trying to open it. Let me see. That's it. Okay, so it should be this one. I should have, you know what? I should have put it on the other screen. Because it's taking forever to open up over here. I don't know why it's taking forever. Okay, so here it is. Let me turn the volume down. See if it let me go. He had his shirt off for a minute. Let me see. I think he did take his shirt off. Let me see. Why is he sweating so much? I could have sworn his shirt was off. Somewhere in this video, I see his sweaty chest. Or maybe it was another video. Well, yes, he's huge though, Miss T. Let me see. See that guy right there in the back with the gray hoodie on? He is going to be fighting Van. Yeah, so I should have used the other screen. That's what I should have done. So that guy right there. And then they're cracking jokes. They're saying that they're both mad slow. But yeah, he is huge. Like it was a fun and they was talking ish about the show too as well. I got to talk about that too. But when does I don't even know. They didn't give a date the last time, you know, anything was talked about basketball wife. They didn't give a date, but I did want to talk about Tammy Roman. Like, Lord have mercy, Tammy Roman talking about she want to come back to the show and shit like that. Like, girl, you want to come back to the show after OG's gone, after, you know, Shawnee don't want to be, you know, Shawnee's not going to be on the show anymore. It's like, damn, why you come back? You should have came back a long time ago. You should have came back and it was popping. It almost seems like Tammy wanted to come back, once her enemies are gone, because she wasn't trying to get that treatment that OG was getting. Lord have mercy. I wanted to talk about that situation because I did, I had a lot of things to say about Tammy. And you guys know I really messed with Tammy, but it wasn't going to be positive. But in any event, much love. Peep Squad is in the building. Please, Dan Ryan, I can tell you're a hot... Ryan already know. He already know. I know. That's what I was talking about. Like, she's mad, Yeah, that's why I was concerned. I did talk about that. I was just like, damn. Like, what's going on? Let me see if I can find it. I got to turn this off. See, my glasses ain't helping y'all. Half of the times I got to be guessing what the hell it is. Yeah, I'm doing the most. I know I'm doing the most right now. See, I can admit when I be doing the most. Yeah, I'm doing the most. Because, Lord, I'm going to find it. It's one thing doing the most and have a good result, but then not having a good result is, let's see. Okay. All right. So. Yeah, so, when it comes to Tammy, she recently did an interview, and I believe, Urban Bell, they end up picking up the interview, basically, and I think she did the interview with Gary with the T, and basically she said since Shawnee is gone now, and Shawnee's not going to be on the show, she's not going to be as basically a EP capacity like she was further, because Tammy's basically saying that, having her then, you can't cuss out your boss, but she said she cussed out her boss anyway. But then, she was saying that it's uncomfortable. You don't know if you have a job next after that, because, it's like you don't go to your job and you don't cuss out your manager, but if they're part of the crew and they're working day to day with you, they're going to get a read. And she said she's glad that Evelyn is gone, and she's really considering, possibly coming back. And it's like, damn, girl, you're going to come back now? Like, after all the shit done hit the fan, it's like, it almost seemed like she was running, from the situation. And now that the situation is cleared, which is Evelyn, and then, Shawnee won't be around, she feel like coming back, but she gave us the settlement, and she gave us, the aroma in the air, and her, that basically, she was never coming back. It was beneath her. She's not going to, it didn't run its course. She was just totally done with the situation. Now, just to see that she has an inkling of coming back, it's just kind of shocking, because she has stuck to her guns, and she was saying she's doing this. Don't ask me about basketball wives. And now, she's doing an interview talking about coming back. Well, if she wants to come back, I'm fine with it. But at the same time, it also looked like you ran, girl. It looked like you was running. Like, did Evelyn say anything that was true, that why you didn't want to confront her? Or is your health a problem and you couldn't, it was emotionally affecting your health, because she got really, really skinny. Like, she's skinnier than what we see on the screen. I can't even, okay, I don't know where the hell this went. Let's see. Yeah, I'm doing the most. Because I still had it from last time, so maybe I got rid of it. Maybe this is it. Okay, yeah, so this is, Tammy. I had to go look through this shit, and I can't really see it. So Tammy looks, we talked about this before, but she looks really, really thin. Like, and if you go to her comment section on Instagram, people are saying, like, Tammy, please don't lose no more weight. Are you okay? People are saying, what's going on? Some people believe that she might be bulimic. Allegedly, some people believe that she might be anorexic. Some people believe that she has an underlying health issue. They're saying, you look great. She does look great. She does look beautiful. Like, there's no, that you can't take that away from her, but it also doesn't look healthy. at all, because we ain't never seen her that skinny. And she was out chilling with Marlo. Like, we ain't never seen her look that skinny. Like, them, it don't even look like you can bounce a tennis ball off her knees. No, I don't think, I'm not Tammy. Tammy's not that type. She ain't never been that type to do no ish like that. Nah, she ain't gonna be on no substance. That's not Tammy. She'll drink her Milwaukee beer or the beer that she like. You know, she likes beer. She's a beer girl. Yeah, I know, Jordan. I don't even know. So, yeah. Yeah, Tammy's beautiful. Tammy's always going to be beautiful. She was beautiful the first time that we saw her on TV on The Real World. She looked absolutely magnificent, but she ain't never been that skinny. Even when she was back then, when she didn't have no kids, she wasn't that skinny. But she looks great, though. But she just looks skinny. You know, it just, I don't know, it looks like something that might not be right, because when we see the celebrities have these dramatic diets and they change, we be thinking like, okay, they tell us they're on a vegan diet, and the next thing you know, we find out that they got cancer. You know what I mean? So this is something that we go back and forth with when it comes, and she doesn't have to tell the world. It's none of our business. It's up to her if she wants to let the world know. But in any event, people are going to speculate, just like when you see a picture of anybody and something looks different, something looks off, especially if you have been seeing them over the years, you're going to question it. It is rude. You know what I mean? It's rude. Just like when people say, are you pregnant? And you ain't pregnant. You know what I mean? It's rude. But this is where we at today. Where we at today. And people are nosy. Like, you know, I can't even lie. I know I am. So I ain't gonna even front. I hear noises. I'm running to the window. Listen, let me tell you. It looks like it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be listening. Yes, that's true, Miss T. But I guess we will find out. You know, time tells everything. Time tells everything. So never be in a rush to anything. Time would tell you if you ever made a good decision. Don't rush. Just take your time. Time will tell everything. You just wait around and you watch, and all the answers that you need and you want, they will be provided to you if you just wait around a little bit and you watch. And sometimes you could just figure it out for yourself. But in any event, time would tell anything, because whatever you do in the dark comes to the light. Whatever you're trying to hide, it's going to eventually come to the light. It just happens, whether it's public with social media, or whether it's with your own family and friends and people that are close to you. Shit always hits the fan. Nothing is ever kept really secret. A few people know, maybe the whole world don't know, but the people that know, So thank you guys so much. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Much love. Thank you guys so much.